Mango. 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 What's going on, guys? Day 8 Unreal Health Challenge. Got my mango bowl. Look at all the mangoes. So in this is like some serious mango action here. This is deliciousness. I've already, like, obviously when I, cut the ends off and then eat the core, eat the flesh on the core, it's just like, man, I just got like a little bit of a preview to what I'm about to enjoy right now. These are Australian KP mangoes, and we got about 6 of them in here, and they're like the really big ones. Let me grab one here for you. Look at that baby. Oh shit. So typically in Canada we get these basically at this time of year when it's mango season. So October, November, we will get some of the Australian mangoes, and when they come in, these are like $4, $5, $7, $8 each if you can find them. You can only find them at certain stores as well. I know specifically on the West Coast, if you go to like stores like Thrifties, they'll have the Australian Jet Fresh mangoes. So in Canada, $6, $7, $8 each. In Australia, obviously going to be a little bit cheaper, so we get a tray of 12 for 20 bucks. So thank you to the mango gods. These are going to be amazing. Amazing. Man, if people say you can't eat well on a raw vegan diet, they've never had good fruit before. This probably isn't the best fruit in the world, best mangoes, but pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. So what we're gonna talk about today, guys, is a lot of problems that or issues or difficulties that you might have on the raw diet, because there are numerous challenges that you're going to encounter when trying to go on, a fruitarian style diet, an 80-10-10 style diet. There's a lot of things that you just don't necessarily think of that are going to come up when you're going to, live that type of lifestyle, right? One of the main things is that a lot of people in your family, your friends, they're not going to accept what you're doing. They're going to try to. And they're doing it lovingly. They're doing it lovingly, but they're gonna tell you anything from, it's unhealthy, it's unnatural, it's going to, your teeth are gonna rot out, you're gonna get fat, you're gonna get too skinny, you're like anything like that. People are really gonna try to dissuade you from trying to do the things that you want to do in your life. And specifically with the raw vegan diet, everyone becomes a nutritionist when you tell them that you're a vegan. That's like a scientific fact right there. Everyone's so concerned about your protein if you're a vegan. And I mean, that's going to be one of your first difficulties that you're going to notice right away, is that you're going to have a lot of social pressure to go back to how you used to be. And I mean, a lot of people, one of the reasons why they're doing that is that because they're frightened for you, and in a good way, right? What they're scared of is that because you're changing to obviously a healthier lifestyle, right? You're eating lots of fruits, lots of vegetables, or just entirely all fruits. Up to you, whatever you want to do. Is that they're kind of scared that you're gonna change, and you're gonna change so much that you might not be their friend anymore. You might get a better body. You might start living a new entire life, and they're not a part of it. And that's one reason why a lot of people will try to, basically beat you back to where you were before. That's a big thing for humans, is because like we have a lot of our emotions, a lot invested in our relationships with other people, and so as humans, we love homeostasis. We don't like things to change, right? And so when we see one of our friends go out there and start doing something that might change your relationship, they will let you know about it right away. And that's like one of the big things that you have to overcome with. It's not even about eating It's not even about eating. It's just about dealing with other people. That's like probably the biggest difficulty that you're gonna come across. And you know, like people on the street will, you know, make comments and stuff like that. Like when I'm riding home from the West End Market, I will have my bike trailer full of bananas and mangoes, and it's just like I get people like yelling like bananas, blah, 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 like yelling at me on the road. And I mean, even while I'm at the market, I overhear people saying, they'll like look at me and blah blah blah, and they'll say like banana or something like that. And I mean, it's gonna happen. If you don't like attention, then don't eat this diet, because you're gonna get a lot of attention from people. They're gonna be asking you questions. They're gonna be, you know, quizzing you basically. Oh, where do you get this? What happens with that? Why do you eat like this? You know, what about this? And they're gonna ask you so many different questions about your diet. So that's another thing. So much of the difficulties that you're gonna have is just dealing with the other people. Just dealing with people. That's all it is. And probably another challenge that you're gonna have is finding good fruit. I mean, go to places, if you don't live in a place where, you know, good fruit is available, then get the hell out of there, because it's gonna be tough. You're not gonna be able to do it. Every place that I've basically lived so far, I've had a really, really good availability to good quality fruit. A lot of times, like when I was in Canada, I could get organic all the time at really, really good price. While in Australia, the fruit is really good. Getting organic is a little bit tougher and really, really expensive here. Really expensive. So we got two main challenges. Want to move to a more tropical climate. Maybe say you live in North America, say you want to move to somewhere, say California, say you live in Canada, well, you're kind of screwed anyways. You're kind of screwed throughout the winter, but you can live anywhere in Canada and get pretty good quality fruit throughout the whole winter. Like, it's pretty good. Here in Australia, I mean, I'm here in Brisbane and Queensland right now. We're just starting to come. We're just in springtime, and fruit's getting like, I'm really enjoying it. It's really good stuff and really good prices. Another main challenge that you're gonna have right off the bat is the increase in volume of food that you're actually gonna have to eat. When you are eating a fruitarian style diet, when you're eating, you know, a high carb raw vegan diet, lots and lots of fruit, you know, vegetables, you're going to increase the volume of food that you eat, and also probably the calories as well. So you're gonna typically eat, you know, maybe 2,500 to 4,000 calories in a day. Just the sheer volume of food that you're gonna eat compared to eating a cooked food diet is like night and day. It's like, this is what you eat on a cooked food diet, and like, this is what you eat on a raw food diet. So it's overcoming that mental block, as well as a physical block as well, because your body's not used to eating so much food, such a huge volume of food. And so it's going to take a little while to actually expand your stomach to be able to accommodate all the extra volume of food that you're going to be eating throughout the day. Another challenge is you live in a society that is not conducive to fruit eating. Modern society here in, you know, really kind of westernized cultures are not conducive to fruit eating. Not at all. If you go to Vietnam, you go to Thailand, you go to Cambodia, those places, very conducive to eating fruit. I would be sitting in my hotel and I'd look out and there's a guy selling durians on the road, just pushing a cart along, or bananas, or pineapples, or coconuts. And they just, like, that's their job. They just go around selling these. And you come to a place here like Australia, or, you know, say back in Canada, or in the United States, it's easier to get the most unhealthy food, but it's so difficult to get really healthy food for you. It's much more difficult. You know, there aren't just people walking around selling fruit here. You have to go to the store, or you have to, you know, go to the market. You have to go somewhere. You know, you're bombarded with advertisements all the time from the TV, from the media, radio, just regular your billboard advertising. You go to the grocery store, you're bombarded with tons of unhealthy food, and it's hard to make the right choices at all times, right? So we got 4 so far, 4 big challenges. I'm trying to think of some more. I've kind of gone through all the challenges. I mean, the first week is usually a rough week as well. Don't get deterred in the first week if you're transitioning. I remember my first week when I was eating like a high fruit diet is that I was on the toilet 3 times before I'd go to work in the morning. So I'd start work at 8 o'clock, and I'd probably wake up at 6:30 in the morning, and I'd be taking a crap 3 times before I went to work in the morning. It was very interesting. It was very odd. But so expect some odd things to happen within the first few weeks, even within the first year. Like, I mean, things are gonna happen. Your body is going to be eliminating a lot of toxins, so that you've basically been eating throughout most of your life. Probably another challenge I would say is finding people who share the lifestyle with you. I think that's one of the really important factors of really kind of succeeding is to try to surround yourself with people who share your lifestyle. So if you're going out with friends and family, or say your friends out to the bar and stuff, that's really, going out drinking and shit like that. I mean, that's really not putting yourself in the right situation to make the best choices. So what I'd recommend is that you find people, you find friends. There's always tons of there's vegan groups, there's raw vegan groups, there's 30bananasaday.com, where you can meet up with like-minded people who are sharing the same type of lifestyle with you. And it's really important to find those people. It's people that you can actually, get along with in a way that there's this, like, you have this special kind of thing about you that you can talk about. And I think it's important to me. It's important to me to have either vegans or other raw vegans around me that I can actually meet up with every once in a while, because that way I don't have to explain myself all the time. It always feels like you're on the defensive. You're on the defensive a lot, and because you're always asking questions. And it's kind of funny. It's like, well, you're eating a shitty ass diet. You're eating junk food. Why aren't you rationalizing your shitty diet to me? Why do I have to justify myself to you about my fruit-based diet? Another challenge that you might have would be to afford the diet. Again, move to a place where good quality fruit is abundant and relatively cheap. Here in Australia, it can be difficult to find good prices on fruit, and I could easily be spending at least 2 or 3 times the amount that I'm spending right now on fruit. I could be spending a lot more, but I seek out the good deals. I always buy in bulk. I buy by the box, I buy by the tray, and I buy very simply. And I buy what's in season. I buy overripe fruit, aka perfectly ripe. So you wanna find either like a wholesaler, say an organic co-op, away from the supermarkets as much as possible. If your supermarket offers really, really good fruit prices, then definitely go and buy some fruit from there. And if that's what you need to do, there's always usually an organic shop in your town. Like if you live in the middle of nowhere, okay, probably not going to be any type of organic shop. But I know even in where I grew up in London, population 350,000, so it's really not, it's like kind of like a middle-sized city, I guess. Not really big, not a small town by any means. And we had a great organic the London Co-op store, only organic produce there. I was getting boxes of organic fair trade bananas for $35-40. I was getting probably cases of dates a 5 kilo case of dates for $65-70, organic as well. So I mean, try to find the places that offer really good fruit prices. Hopefully you can get organic if you can. So yeah, those are going to be a lot of challenges that you're really going to face when you first kind of start to get into this diet. It's good to kind of know what's going to happen before it happens, if you want to succeed at it, right? It's good to have a little bit of knowledge about the trials and tribulations that you might go through. So I hope this video has been a little bit beneficial to you guys. Hopefully you might have gained some insight. I mean, this diet, it's so simple, it's so easy. You don't have to, you can make it as difficult as you want, or it can be as simple as you want. It's really that easy. I mean, this week I'm only gonna be eating bananas, dates, and mangoes. 3 things. So I only have bananas, dates, and mangoes. So easy. You know, it gives me a lot of energy. I mean, it's just so easy, right? Like, you just eat it, eat the food, eat it as it is. You know, yeah, blend it up sometimes, that's all right. And I mean, the benefits, lots and lots of benefits to the diet. So I hope you guys, you know, try it out. If you've been following my videos for a while, I don't necessarily talk about fruit all that much, so it's definitely something that I want to talk about, get a little bit more into. And I hope you guys are having an awesome day. Please share this video with anyone who's might be starting out with a raw food diet, maybe, you know, is not fully experienced in it, and, you know, wants a little bit of tidbit and advice. Subscribe to my video here, subscribe to my channel, and I'll be continually posting videos almost daily now. Like and dislike the video if you like or dislike it. Leave your questions and comments below. And this is day number 8 for the UnReal Health Challenge. Feeling good. I was just out in the sun here just for about 50 minutes or so. So just bake the front, bake the back a little bit. I want to get a nice tan before I leave on my bike tour, so get the vitamin D into me. And yeah, just rocking it out, enjoying the weather. Come to Australia. Australia, oh my god. Brisbane here has been fantastic weather the whole time that I've been here. Just amazing. Cheers, guys. Have a great day. Remember to eat lots of fruit, early nights, drink lots of water. Life is too easy, right? Too easy. Cheers. Bye-bye.